Почитувани присутни, драги пријатели, добро вечер од мене и добро дојдовте на ова отворена, интимна и интерактивна дискусија со рекла еден од најинтересните личности на денешницата. Во Скопје на наша големо задоволство и огромна чест благодарение на неговиот македонски издавач, Издавачкиот центар 3 и во сработка со францускиот институт во Скопје. Јас одамна не сумала ваква трема, пред ова интервју се надевам дека ќе дадам се од себе, разговорот ќе го правиме на англиски. Би сакала да ме поканам да бидете слободни, да не прекинете во кои моменти да постакате да влезете со некакво прашање или коментар. Непотребни се долги експликации за еден од најклучните представници на француската и европската книжевност во моментов. Авторот кој зад себе има 11 романи, есеист, литературен критичар, филмски режисер, ТВ водител, па дури повремено и диџеј, како што вели. Човекот кој има навистина остро перо, луциден јазик и големо срце кога го држи пекалото врати. Литературата е дел од неговиот живот и пишува на многу теми кои сите нас не допираат и не помагат. Би сакала уште еднаш да потсетам дека тој ќе биде овде за вас и после дискусијата да го подпише последниот роман Ана и Селинџер кој е преведен на македонски јазик во издание на Преку. Ви благодарам што ве гледам во огромна бројка. Сега сваќаме, се мислат ми претходно, знаевме дефинитивно дека просторот не е доволно голем и дека има голем интерес, но се надевам дека се чувствуваме доволно интимни и блиски да бидеме интерактивни и живи во овој сочен разговор со господинот Фrédéric Beigbeder. Welcome to Skopje. It's my great honor to make the interview.
Здраво.
Здраво.
Те сакам.
Хвала многу. Is that the only word that you learned in Macedonian?
I know благодарам.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yes, and I know the most important word. Rakija.
Rakija, yes.
Rakija, hvala.
Yes, but you drink beer tonight,
I'm
no?
drinking beer.
Not even wine. You're not in a French manner.
Because yesterday I was out in Skopje, and now I don't drink rakija anymore. It's finished. Bye bye rakija.
It's a strong one, so let's be strong with words.
Difficult. You know, my publisher, the name is Tree because there are three brothers,
Yes.
and they are dangerous. Dangerous people. They took me at the radio bar, at what was the name of the other one? -1. You know -1?
Yes.
Okay, those who don't know, you should not go. We have some space here. If some of the people behind want to sit here, you will sit on the floor, unfortunately, but it's VIP floor.
Yeah, so everyone is welcome on the VIP floor.
Yeah, VIP floor on the front. If you want, it's okay.
Mr. Beigbeder, you wrote that if the cards had lived in our time, he wouldn't have written Cogito ergo sum, which means that I think and therefore I am, but I'm alone, therefore I think. So nobody likes loneliness because it makes us thinking, and the more we think, the smarter we are, but the sadder we are. It was like that. So I would like to ask you as a first question, what thoughts burden your mind recently?
Recently?
Yeah, what comes in your brain like uninvited guests?
Well, first of all, I don't have a brain anymore, so I have nothing in my mind. It's not working anymore. But well, I'm worried because there is election in France, and in France, it's like here. They are fighting. They are fighting also in my country.
It's not that crazy, I think, as it's here.
No, it's always like that. But so I'm worried. I hope we're going to stay a democratic country, because otherwise I would not be allowed to talk and write. So I would be out of a job.
Yes, and Marketing, you said that, I remember that in one of your books you said that the marketing is actually the perversion of democracy. So the democracy will be learned in school like that is destroying itself by itself.
Yeah, it's true, because democracy is a good idea, it's a simple idea, asking people what they want. Marketing is also asking people what they want, but then you create stuff that they create needs, you know? You ask them and then the people make the products exist. Well, it's not very clear, but anyway, so yeah, marketing is kind of twisted democracy, where you try to please everyone all the time, like a prostitute. And I think I like art better than prostitution, even though there are some common points.
So democracy is prostitution?
Marketing, yes. Well, when you try to seduce, you know, you're always lying. It's like when a boy meets a girl at -1. They try to say nice things and they pretend they are better than they are. And I think seducing, it's normal to seduce. We all like to seduce and be seduced. But it's also a technique. It became a sort of dictature.
So I remember also talking about these issues in one of my favorite books, 99. You wrote that you said, I come into your brain, I make commercials, I will seduce you, and I will make you unhappy, because happy people don't consume.
They don't spend.
Yeah, they don't spend money, they don't consume that much. So
yes, it's based. Well, it's not very original to say this. Everybody knows that, but advertising is it's a lie. It's lying all day long. When you do this as a job, it makes you feel bad. You feel guilty. I felt guilty. Lying, being paid to say things that are not true.
And what is actually your personal battle against this modern life philosophy, which means, I consume, therefore I am?
Yeah, well, I remember when I was in this job, I was creating frustration. And this is interesting, you know, to tell people you think you are happy but you are not, because you don't have this car, because you don't have this boat, or you don't have this washing machine. So creating frustration all day long is unhealthy. So now I feel better because I create art, which is, I hope I'm trying anyway, and I feel more free.
So no more Photoshop retouched things. It was like always blue sky, never ugly dress.
Yeah, it's...
Four smiles.
Well, maybe there's something in books like that, is that you also try to exaggerate and make reality look better, sometimes. Sometimes I try also to make reality look uglier, because I like to make satire. So satire is always violent and brutal and dark, but it's fiction also. Novels are also lies, in a way. That's maybe the only common point with advertising. It's a lie, but it's a lie, as Jean Cocteau said, a lie that is telling the truth.
So it's definitely different from the marketing with advertising. And if you write an autobiography, let's say, you said the author stands between Sigmund Freud, and in a Balkan terms it would be between Sigmund Freud and Baba Vanga. It's a famous Balkan fortune teller. So if writing is reading yourself, then my question is, how do you read yourself through your books?
Well, deep question. It's true that when I start writing a book, it is always because I want to read this book. And this book does not exist, so because I want to read it, I have to write it myself. This is Селинџер who said that. You have to write the book that you would like to read. and I think it's the best advice you can give to any writer. Read a lot of books before you write, and when you imagine something that does not exist, you imagine a book that you would love to read, write it, then you become a writer. Which means that you must find something to say that nobody ever said, or nobody ever said in that way. You have to find your own story and your own voice. It sounds easy, but it's not.
I'll read here the quote from Michel Houellebecq, who wrote the prologue of your book, A French Novel. There are two things that surface the author's memories: the girls you loved and the books you read. So I guess that the list of girls' names is very long, so let's escape that one. And would you like to answer what were the books that were very important for you while the process of growing up, actually?
It's going to be an even more longer list.
Yes. The books that were formative for your character, let's say, for your person.
No, it's about French novel, it's autobiographical, so it's influenced by all the writers who told their own life, like Jean-Jacques Rousseau, or Nathalie Sarraute, Jean-Paul Sartre, and I don't know, Chateaubriand, Montaigne. You have so many people who tried to tell their own story, which is difficult because it's difficult to be sincere. So that was the influence of this one, but my favorite writers, there are many. I mean, I think I was much influenced by English and American novels, also Russian novels. Unfortunately, no Macedonian writers yet, but I hope I will read Inca, my publisher, soon. No, it's I mean, there is no literature ex nihilo. Doesn't exist. When you write, it's always made of the things, the books you read. And I mean, reading is the fuel of writing, I guess. So, and about the list of girls that I love, there are so many, but very few love me back. That's the sad thing. That's very sad. If I make the list of the girls who really love me back, it's maybe only 3.
You're in your second marriage now?
Third.
Oh, third.
The
Okay.
best one. Best one.
My mistake, sorry.
Yeah, that's the best one. That's what I said to my friend who is getting married, and I said, it's his first marriage. I said, no, it's going to be better for the third.
Very optimistic, thank you very much. And you said once that there's no happy life, because for happiness, people need to be secure, and for love, people need to be unsecure.
Exactly. Oh, I said that. Oh, yes, it's good. Yes.
So, and also, is it true that in the first marriage we look for perfection, and in the second one we look for the third?
The truth.
Yeah, the truth, and if it goes like that, in the third one, what do we look for?
You look for happiness, finally.
Finally.
But this is a big problem. When you talk about love, people think love will make them happy. No, love always makes you unhappy. That's why we love it. It's great to this feeling of melancholy and fear also when you meet someone that you love. You're very scared. It's so scary because you know you will feel pain for many years. And so that's the beauty of love, I think. And the mistake is to think that love will make you happy. It's not made for that. Many other things can make you happy.
For example?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Then what is your biggest
No,
fear?
I think I'm more happy, having a baby makes you happy. I know it's boring, but I feel like that.
Okay, and what is your biggest fear?
My biggest fear? Death, of course. Getting old, also getting old and dying, it's the same. Getting older and older and older. and not be able to go to radio bar again.
And -1.
And -1 is a good name for this place, because it makes you minor, makes you go under the earth.
Underground.
Yes.
Yeah. And because we mentioned that, let me see. I think it was in your book French novel when you're telling the story about the death of your grandfather, when he will tell you, make love, not war. And you wrote there that everything is temporary. Love, I'm temporary, you're temporary. Only the death is the only thing that is not written in our agenda. It's an appointment that is coming without knocking, I guess.
Yeah, they don't tell us exactly. Well, now with science, they're trying, with genetics and DNA, everything, they will try to predict exactly the day of our death. So soon we will be able to know. I don't think it will be a progress.
Yes.
You know, okay, nice to meet you. You are going to die in 25 years.
Yeah. Not very interesting.
Of Parkinson. I don't want to know that.
And what enslaves you the most? Because I know that it's your life philosophy, let's say, that it's better to be, and not to be slave to habits, for example, and not to be slave even to ethics.
It depends. Sometimes it's nice to be a slave with, you know, a girl wearing leather. But this is another question. That's not what you meant. Sorry. So, but what did you say? Slave?
What enslaves you?
Addictions to all the pleasures. This is, you know, addiction to food, alcohol, all the rest. Yeah, this makes us slave of comfort, I guess. Slave of luxury. Slave of feeling beautiful and protected. Which it's okay. I mean, I'm criticizing a society, but I'm part of it, and I know it. We all are part of this society. So the only thing that a writer can do is describe. I'm describing this world. I don't know if I hate it or I love it. Depends of the time of the day. You know, in the morning I'm more optimistic, in the evening more pessimistic.
Yeah, we are all criticizing the society, but as you said, we are all part of it.
It's difficult to escape.
We all hate this monetary system, but we all have credit cards.
There is a way to escape. It's going to Mont Athos in Greece. You become a monk, and you pray all day long. These are the only people maybe who escape.
Did you have that kind of experience?
Well, I did for 10 days, not in Greece, but near Paris, in a Benedictine monastery, where you're not allowed to talk. Very difficult.
Especially for a writer?
Yeah, not allowed to talk, but you can write. You're allowed to write. So during lunch, the only thing you hear is the... That's all. But it's good. It makes you able to concentrate on the universe.
Or maybe on those rainbow meetings. I don't know if you have heard about that. Those festivals were in somewhere out from the town, in nature.
Yeah.
I don't know, what is your relation with nature? How are you nature friendly, let's say? Because the more we consume, we more produce, so we pollute. We all pollute our universe.
Yes, we are the only animal who wants to destroy his environment. It's strange. It's yeah. Well, what can I say? I am part of nature, and I'm also part of the mammifère that destroys it. As I grow old, I want to go back to a more simple environment. I'm becoming more and more boring, I know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you also wrote that the man keeps on escaping fear into fun, and the day when the entire world will accept boredom on Earth is the day when the whole mankind will be saved. That nature takes its revenge because we produce so much.
It's true. I agree with myself.
You agree again with yourself. And because everything is on sale, as we talked about marketing, democracy, and all those things, it means that even our souls are on sale. It sounds a little, I don't know, Faustian maybe? So my logical question will be, is your soul on sale?
My soul on sale. Well, in Faust, it's a good idea because he sells his soul for eternal life. So if someone like the devil came to me and asked me to sell my soul and I would have eternal life in exchange, I might accept, like Faust.
Even with Parkinson?
No, you don't die.
Oh, okay, so no illness, only
the only
youth
problem,
and happiness?
in the book, the problem in Goethe's book is that he falls in love with a girl, so he doesn't want to be eternal anymore. So that's always the problem, this love. Love is always the biggest issue, I think, of everything I write. I don't like books where there is not a character falling in love with another character. I think it's not interesting.
It's not complex enough.
And usually, in every book, when there is love, there is destruction, there is passion, violence, everything, suicides. And that's the beauty of novels. Novels are made for love. But it's not your question. Your question was selling my soul. I don't know if my soul is worth a lot of money. I don't know. I don't know if the devil would ask my soul. He would say, no, your soul is too dirty. I don't want it.
Okay. And if we go back to love, there is a great love story, also not in a black and white thing, between Селинџер and Una, the novel that is translated in Macedonia from your Macedonian publisher Tree. The book that you can give signatures to all the audience after this discussion, so...
Maybe not all the audience.
We'll see that. They're all waiting for you. So, what kind of motivation, what kind of inspiration was to get in all these historical facts?
Once more, it's a love story. It's a book about the stupid mistakes we make when we are 20 years old. We always fall in love with the wrong person, the wrong guy, the wrong girl, and we suffer. And it's about this, the one-way love. I think loving someone that doesn't care about you is very brave. It's very beautiful. It's like loving God. You don't ask for proof. You don't ask for feedback. You just love. That's all.
You don't count.
I think maybe that's the most beautiful kind of love story. If someone falls in love with a girl that doesn't talk to him, for example, or with a man that you only saw once in a bus. This is beautiful. Because it's perfect, because it's never going to disappear. It's not going to be lived. So it's not exactly like that in my book, but it's a shitty love story, a disaster. And Селинџер fell in love with this beautiful young girl, and she married somebody else. He was heartbroken, but he became a great writer.
Is this novel also a struggle for not getting old?
Yeah, well, that's Селинџер's complex. He always was attracted to very young girls, and all his life he wrote about teenagers. So, yeah, it's true, but I was thinking of the previous things we said, because I think maybe Селинџер sold his soul to Una. Maybe she was the devil. She took his soul. And he became eternal in exchange, because he wrote The Catcher in the Rye, and now he's eternal. I mean, as long as books exist.
And Mr. Beigbeder, what do you think about the Count of Youth or the myth of Dorian Gray?
Yeah, Dorian Gray is a very, very good novel. Very good novel. It's also character, symbol of our time. People who want to stay young, go to plastic surgery, Photoshop, everything is copied on Oscar Wilde. our world is inspired by Oscar Wilde. It's when you see advertising pictures in the street, they are all portraits of Dorian Gray. They're too perfect. They are not human. These creatures are not real. So I don't understand why we want to look like that, because it's impossible. It's impossible.
And about this youth thing, I remember that you said that people who refuse to grow up or to grow old go out a lot. I will say they're like
a big problem.
like a social butterflies. Can we use that term, for example?
Social butterflies? I don't know this word, but it's beautiful.
Like, for example, people who are going out every night and they have a big desire for this nightlife.
Yes,
Is that a problem?
It is.
Okay. But it was your favorite sport for many years.
Yeah, well, those people who do this, they are flying away from themselves, but also flying away from death. They don't want to be comfortable and escaping normal bourgeois life. So going out maybe is a way to think that you're not bourgeois, but you are bourgeois. You are bourgeois if you go to a nightclub. You're not a rebel. You're just avoiding normal life.
And what is normal life for you? In one sentence, for example.
I think it doesn't exist. Everybody is totally abnormal. There is no normality. If you imagine a very, very normal person who goes to the office every day, takes his car, go back home, looks television, has dinner, this is the most crazy life. So, you see, normality does not exist.
Because artists always want to say for themselves that they're special, that they don't want comfort, luxury, they avoid this normal life, for example.
For me, when I write, it's better if I have a normal life. A little discipline, it's better. I can think.
It's a work at the end of the day.
Yes, exactly. My office is in my house, but it's like going to the office every day. The only thing is when I don't sleep, I go out, I meet people, I listen to them, I have ideas. Maybe I go out also for that, because I find ideas. My muse are nightclubbers.
Yes. And how do you nurture your inner child?
Wow. Can I lie down a little bit?
That's your book, be careful.
Yeah. How do you
nurture your inner child? Yeah.
Well, I don't know how to answer this question, but I can say that I don't think I am an adult. I think I'm a child. I think every writer is 8 years old. Because if you choose to do this job, it means that you are looking at life like something very weird and not understanding exactly the world. And writers are always people who are behaving like children. For example, when you write, you have to be innocent. You have to look at things like you see them for the first time, like children, like baby. You see a traffic jam in the street. All these people are waiting in boxes with round things under them. So it's what I like in good books is that they make you see the world with naivete, like So writers, even when they are 90 years old, they are 9 years old. So it's good if you don't want to grow old to become a writer.
Yes. And
also, I'm not finished. Also,
okay.
Also, no, I mean, I'm sorry, it's a good question. So, also, I think, well, I forgot what I wanted to say. No, I think it's important to be fresh, to see the absurdity of contemporary life. And when very young children ask questions, you know, why does it rain? Questions like that. They ask real poetic, real questions, important questions.
Do you have a daughter?
Two.
Two daughters. So, what are their most important questions for you?
Why do you go out? No, maybe. Well, why does it rain? It's difficult to answer this question. Many simple questions are the most difficult to answer.
Yes.
Why do we have to go to school?
They don't. Have you seen the film
One
Captain Fantastic? What's the name? Captain Fantastic?
Yes, yeah.
Great one. So.
Yeah. No, so I don't know. It's very, very interesting to have children and also daughters. Because for me, women are like extraterrestrial creatures. So to think that I'm the father of two of these E.T., it's very, for me, it's very weird.
How is in France with the women's rights?
How is what?
In France with women's rights.
Women's rights? Oh. We are macho, but we are also very respectful, I think. So, I got the chance to meet some of the feminine, you know, the Ukrainian girls who create the feminine movement. At first they wanted to punch me, but we had a nice conversation together, and finally we agreed on many topics.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I would like to ask you about your experience in jail. It was one day?
Two.
Okay.
A long time.
Detention cell in France, as you said, it's a place with maximum pain on minimum meters.
Square meters.
Square meters, yeah. And you were locked for a few hours, or actually for 2 days. Yes. And you were in a van police. So I guess the feeling was like you're a fearless defender of human rights.
No, I think well, we have to punish criminals, but locking people up in a small room is really a torture. I wish we could find another way to isolate really crazy, dangerous people. But why do this to so many who didn't kill or rape or, you know? You create mad human beings after a few. Me, it was only 2 days and I was really mad. So you can imagine if you're there for 20 years.
It's not helping. Maybe some educational programs will be, health programs will be better.
It's.
Do you believe that prison will be turned into a house of pain or suffering someday as a museum, or they will exist even in the next century?
I hope they will find another way to solve this problem. But for me, it was also good to be locked up because it made me remember my childhood. It made me ask myself why I was like that, who I was. And I wrote this book because they...
Was it really the inspiration from this French novel? Was it, so it's true that the inspiration came in the jail?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. It's, well, you have nothing to do with jail. You have no TV. Well, I mean, in this jail I was. No television, no magazines, no phone, no nothing. So the only thing you have to do is think. Wait and think. And feel bad. That's all. So, if you want to create writers, lock them in a cell and they will become writers.
They'll become smart.
Many writers were in prison, you know? I'm not the first.
Yes. So you're on the list of famous writers who were in prison.
I wish I was in that list. But
what do you think about revolutions? About revolutions, about social movements, especially these days?
Yeah. Well, like.
I mean, my question is inspired from this jail thing.
It's difficult to answer your question without saying stupid things, but revolutions, it's a lot of blood, but it's also important to change the world, so I guess we could try to have peaceful revolution. This would be great. It existed, for example, in Prague, Velvet Revolution. So it's possible to change without fighting each other. It's funny because one of the candidates in French election wrote a book called Revolution, and it's not revolutionary at all. But Emmanuel Macron wrote a book. The title is Revolution. It's a word that makes people dream. Bernie Sanders in the States had his slogan was political revolution. So this word is important. It makes people dream.
It's full with ideas, not the military way of doing politics, the aggressive one, the typical one, the conservative one, for example.
You know, the problem with my generation is that we're the first generation with no utopia. And this is...
You're born in the 60s, yeah? Right?
And this is really difficult because all the utopias, all the revolutions became nightmares. Every time. In France, in Russia, anywhere. And so it's strange to be part of the first generation where you are not allowed to dream. You're not allowed, because every time you think, oh, it would be great if we could change the world, everybody laughs at you. This is the problem of my generation. That's why we are so cynical.
This sounds a little bit like Gandhi, but you wrote it in your book. It's like, I looked all over for the person that might have the power to change the world until the day I realized that maybe that person was me. So in which social areas you're trying to change the world in a better way? Are you active for some, I don't know, social issues?
No. No, but this is Octave.
But writing is changing the world in a better way.
This is Octave, it's not me. Octave Farango is a very bad boy. But what can I say? I don't know if the mission of writers is to change the world. I think if you describe it, if you show the world to the readers, it can make them open their eyes and change their lives. That's the most and least we can do with that. That's all. We're not there to suggest solutions.
Not to give the answers, I guess, only to ask the questions.
Yeah, it's easy. It's easier that way. Philosophers, intellectuals, politicians have to find answers. But novelists, no. It's much more comfortable. You just ask questions and then you run away.
Who would you give a Nobel Prize for provocation?
Diogène. No, he's dead. So today, maybe Julian Assange or Edward Snowden. This movement of lanceurs d'alerte, I don't know how you say this in English, les lanceurs d'alerte, people who... Whistleblowers, exactly, whistleblowers. I think I would give Nobel Prize to these people because they are much braver than me.
And what do you think about awards, about prizes? Is it important for you to win some awards?
Writing is very lonely and very... well, I get panic attacks when I write. So sometimes when people tell you that they like your work, it feels good. It gives you some courage to continue. So
to know that you're on the right way, for example, if there is a right way.
Yeah. So I will accept the Nobel Prize.
Okay. Which memory would you, from your past, let's say, because once you wrote that you are, this was the conversation about the joy and the love.
See?
Yes?
Writers.
So if you have a question, yes, there is a hand.
Да. Okay, you say that when you write books that, can you hear me first of all? Okay. So you say that you get your inspiration just by looking around, and now as I hear there's another book in the pipeline, right? Currently there is another book that you're writing, and then you look around and you find yourself on the peaceful French coast, somewhere in the, let's say, northwest, and you have a perfect wife, because you have family with a woman that you would like to be with, and she loves you back. And then you have the greatest happiness of all, because you have Una, your daughter. Can we look forward to something interesting? Do you have something interesting to tell us?
No.
Maybe you will have to focus on facts in your next novel.
Yeah, well, I don't want to talk about my next novel because I have to write it. But it's true, it is a problem, because when I was very unhappy, I wrote many books complaining of my shitty life. Now that I'm more happy and balanced, I hope I'm going to be able to stay a writer, but it's going to be difficult. But you know, I had some happy times before, and I still did write. And for example, when I wrote 99 Francs, which is a real tragedy, it's really a pamphlet, it's a violent book, I was happy when I wrote it. I mean, I just had my first daughter, Chloe, and my life was quite cool at that time. So it's very strange, because when I'm leading a happy life, I write brutal, violent books.
Maybe there is still room for some Nobel Prize.
Maybe, I hope.
Do you have another question?
This one is a political one, because politics basically reflects on everything, and we've seen that wherever democratic societies try to use democratic means, then it's the right wing that comes in power, because the democratic means mean that there is no influence on people how to think and what to do and who to vote for. Do you see pressure on artists in France by the right wing, or do you see self-censorship in artists when it comes to culture? Because that usually, when there is a right-wing regime, usually it is followed by a self-censorship, at least, if not direct pressure to artists. And are you afraid of it? If Marine Le Pen gets closer to winning, because from the last election she has won more power, although she's still not close to winning.
Well, for example, I said a few bad things about Marine Le Pen, and I got threats on Facebook of many messages telling that they're going to hit me, punch me in the face and things like that. So there is a pressure, yeah, it exists also in France. I hope she will not win, otherwise I might have to leave my country. What you said about democracy is very true, and it's difficult to avoid it. You know, Churchill said democracy is the worst system, except all the others. But he said it's the worst. The big problem with democracy is it's a good idea, but it supposes that the people are intelligent. We all know they are not. I mean, there are clever people and there are stupid people. If there is a majority of stupid people, it's democracy can self-destruct. So the greatest fear I have about democracy is demagogy. Demagogy is the enemy of democracy. It's people using seduction and marketing to please the masses. It happened before, we all know, in Germany in the 30s. So
yeah, it's where the political marketing actually had.
yeah, maybe sometimes, you know, for example, I cannot speak for Macedonia, but I can speak for France. I think people forget that they are lucky to be free. That's the real problem. People forget that it's a chance to live in a free country. They don't remember, because it was a long time ago, what it was to not be able to speak or write. So it's like spoiled kids. You know, people they think democracy will always be there, but it's fragile, it's vulnerable. And when you are free, you are lucky, because on Earth, there are very few countries where you are free. So
how do we protect freedom, our freedom?
By using it.
By using it. Okay.
Using it. Use your freedom. Use your vote. Express yourself. No self-censorship. Never. Always tell what you think. Speak. Mm-hmm. And that's how you.
Be fearless.
That's how freedom cannot be destroyed.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, there's another question.
Малко по-дълго дай микрофона.
Sorry, I became louder. I don't know if you're familiar, but there is this comic, Carol's Planet, which also talks about weirdness and the normalcy. It says, like you said, that nothing is normal practically, that we should all enjoy each other's weirdness. So this was a comment, and I found it very interesting that this has its outlet both in the French culture and in the British culture. I also wanted to ask, spark a discussion on the point of revolution. You said that after each revolution there is a utopia, and that's all the generations who have a revolution. The first generation is very unhappy because they are not allowed to do anything. My question is marketing a result of a revolution? There are all the revolutions and all the movements that occurred in the 60s with the hippie movement and with all the movement that sparkled after the Second World War and after the sex revolution?
Well, a difficult question, because I think we need utopias. We cannot live without a dream, but in my generation, we saw all those beautiful utopias become bloodbath or become ridiculed. Even the hippies, Woodstock, Summer of Love, Sex Revolution, this was beautiful, but then it became the Manson family and murderers and, you know, and so me, when I was 15, it was the punk revolution, so it was very nihilist, and I grew up in this idea that there is no hope, that there is no future, that life has no meaning. The only thing you can do is get drunk and, you know, sex, drugs and rock and roll. But now I am a father of 2 daughters and I'm an old man, and I think this is une impasse. I don't know how to say une impasse. Dead end. This is a dead end. We need to find a new dream. It's very important.
Is marketing that new dream, or is marketing trying to replace that dream?
Exactly. That is a catastrophe, because this is destroying the earth. So we have to, maybe ecology would be a new dream, you know, saving animals, having some oxygen to breathe. This is an emergency more than having a beautiful car. So I guess that's the situation.
Thank you.
Ако имате прашања, може да го задржиме овој мој микрофон во публика, па господинот Бeigbeder ќе ги одговори. If we have more questions? Да, повело, да?
You mentioned something previously about having an amnesia, and I'm just wondering if you think that art would be impossible if we remembered everything, or even a little bit more than we do now, as amnesia as being necessary for the artist to be creative.
So yeah, I did not think about that before, but I think it's very true. Very true. For example, in internet, everything you do or say becomes eternal. I think it's horrible. We need to forget. It's important to forget stuff. And also, when I wrote my life, I did not remember my childhood, but I imagined my childhood. And so I made it exist. Now my memories are the memories that I invented. I remember.
Helps you create in a way.
Exactly, yeah. We could not be, I mean, if we did not forget 99% of what we live, we could not live.
And one more short question. I could not help but wonder, what did you do to end up in jail?
Bad things, illegal things that hurt only myself. So I'm not a criminal.
Good to know.
That's hurting myself.
It's easy to find the answer, what was the criminal about for getting in jail. It's written in the French novel. But we are
It was
here.
a crime against my body.
Yes, a crime against the body, but with pleasure. Sorry. But we are here today for the novel Ана and Селинџер. So if we have more questions, we can continue the conversation, the discussion. So yes, okay, yeah, another one.
Very brief one, also inspired by your discussion here about, you said you agreed about some things with Femen, the group. Can you tell us what you agreed about? Because this is something that can also create an echo around us here in terms of you changing the world. Because by you supporting Femen in some of their actions, you're also changing the world.
No, what we agreed on is that they are using their tits as a media. And so I was very interested by this idea of writing slogans on your boobs. I think it was very sexy. So I was teasing them and they were making fun of me as a stupid macho bastard. But we finally we agreed that everything that can attract attention is important to make your message known. So also we disagreed on some stuff.
Is it the same if the body as a medium is a body from a man, not only from a woman?
Maybe, but for example, if you write a slogan on your dick, it will be a short slogan. Sorry, you asked a question.
Thank you very much.
But,
What is the message that you will write on yourself? The shortest one.
No,
Okay.
I have enough space.
It's always interesting how can we talk about big ideas with very simple words and with humor and laughing and all those things. So,
I'm
yeah.
gonna get undressed like the feminine. No, that's okay.
Is politics sexy for you? Politics.
Politics? Not really, but they are. I've heard that because they have to attract the masses, the politicians are sex addicts.
Ah, okay, yes.
It turns them on because they have to be erotic, they have to seduce.
Yes, they have
So,
to
but that's the only. No, I don't really think.
Are they all very often they seduce with ugly messages, so
But you know, Emmanuel Macron is kind of sexy. Many boys and girls like Macron because he's young and blonde and good looking. It's like Justin Trudeau in Canada. You know, so sometimes they are sexy, they're good looking sometimes, and sometimes they are Donald Trump.
yes. So if we have more questions, if not, we can do the other part.
There is a second part.
Yeah, there's a second part, and it's writing on your books. This audience needs signatures.
Okay.
And I will use the occasion to ask you to write first my book.
Oh yeah. But I don't have a pen.
I have a pen, don't worry.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It was really a great pleasure. Драга публика, само да ви кажам дека подпишувањето ќе биде во вториот дел, значи не овде. Позади и би ве замолила за една цивилизацијска